Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Kayla, and I'm keeping it 100 with Sada Roasta and Myisha Pooh.
You got to have a lot of heart. You got to have a lot of soul. You got to have a fat gap. A brother better be strapped.
You know what I'm saying? Check this out, my people. Check this out, my people. We live and direct, man, at 3132 International Boulevard. Bigfoot Hostile Takeover. You dig? And we come with another episode of Keepin' It 100 with Sada Roasta and Myisha Pooh. Today, Myisha Pooh couldn't be here. She had other things she needed to do. So I got my beautiful sister sitting in her place. Her name is T Baby. Welcome to the show. And we got a hot young lady today that we've been waiting on, you know what I'm saying? Not only today, but for a long time to get this interview, you feel me? She's from the town, she's dope as fuck, hell of a work ethic, and we're gonna be talking to her today. Kayla.
Hey, y'all.
Hey.
What's going on with you?
And UC is the
Underground celebrity.
just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't even know that.
I did.
I thought it was Kayla.
Yes, I mean, like, the first initial meaning was Underground Celebrity, and then as I gravitate towards where I'm meant to be, you see me. Yeah.
But
Oh, that's dope. That's
if you
dope.
look her up online, it comes up as a underground celebrity, and she was the only independent artist coming out in the game who had an underground platform, and she wanted to stay on her media business stuff where it came to her being underground, the only woman coming out of Oakland like that.
Thank you.
How she was moving, and it's her.
And you are from Oakland.
Murder death.
Hello.
So
Murder.
since I'm in between family,
Yeah. Your father is
Mike D.
Mike D. Yeah, most definitely. Okay, yeah. Me and my brother were just talking about that today. So I'm talking about you've been influenced. I just want to ask you first. You're coming up as a young lady in Oakland. What type of artist influences a young lady?
For me, I didn't really have like an outer influence. My influence came from in-house. My dad had like a studio in-house.
Right.
So I used to see a bunch of males and females coming through, and they was all like singing and rapping. The males would be singing and rapping, and the females would be singing and rapping too. So
did the males
it wasn't
dominate the females though? Like, was it unproportionate? Less females?
Definitely way more guys than female rappers. I probably ran across Silky. That's one of them.
Conscious Daughters ever?
Yeah, Silky. That's my auntie. I came across her first probably, and I think that's about it. She was like the only my first female rapper I could say that I heard growing up.
How would you describe your style of rap?
I feel like I make like boss bitch music, but I also have like some street to it. So it comes across like aggressive, like masculine as well. But then I got some songs that can come across submissive. So
okay.
I got both sides.
With that, we probably the same height. Do we have short people complex? Like, do you feel in your music you got to come across more aggressive? Because you're like 7 feet tall. No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really feel like that.
I know. Inside.
I feel like that.
You feel like you're big like that.
Busting it down.
Yeah, like I really feel like
in life, but
you're a big
I'm
nigga.
asking if
I don't feel as small as I really am. I should have been bigger.
I'm big as fuck. Where my calves and my knees at? Like, who deprived me?
Right.
I was interviewing Ali Cocaine, and she said the same thing.
It's a
about
thing.
fuck them niggas.
I'm up here with you.
Yeah.
So in that too, I noticed a lot of your songs, you have a 90s old school type of aesthetic. You sample. I don't know how the producer might build the beat. I don't know if it's without you or with you. What I do know is the beats you choose for the songs that you record videos for, the songs that you play back for your people on your your following. They are Monica. There's like, just hella little old school shit that I vibe with, and I play the real song.
Right.
Aaliyah, it's 1 in a million. You got to hug. Like, I'm just saying. So is that your foundation of music? Or
yeah, so as far as growing up, like I told you, it started off in-house, but that was the people that was on the TV when I was growing up. So I was big of Aaliyah, I was big of Missy Elliott. I want to say them two was my favorite, like, for back then. Of course, you know, who else was it? I don't want to miss nobody, but Aaliyah for sure, Missy Elliott for sure, Eve for sure. Brandy was more so of a singer.
She was
on a rapper's tip, those were the three that grabbed
So
me.
do you feel like rap influenced you more than R&B or like melodic?
No, so I started off.
Yeah, no.
I started off wanting to sing. So I didn't start off as a rapper.
You're singing on 2 tracks that I just today. You're singing on 2 tracks.
Thank you.
I was gonna get into it, but now that you presented it, it's a whole open door.
I started off singing as a kid, and my mama used to always tell me, "Shut the hell up, you can't sing."
Was you in the choir?
No, but my grandma was like in church, so I used to always go to church and sit there and watch her be in the choir. So I spent a lot of time in church watching choirs and stuff. But my mama used to always tell me I could sing. My dad, you know, he was a producer, he's a musician.
No one ever said that's some hater shit.
He's a musician. He's a producer, plays all kind of instruments and stuff like that. But he used to tell me like, well, you know, tell my mom, like, don't tell my baby that my baby could sing, right? So I guess just my daddy like telling me that, I just always like kept going. But it came a time when I got a little older, I'm like, bitch, hold on, you can't sing, like. So you need to, you know, so after that, when I figured out I really could not sing, I'm like, all right, well, everybody in my family, they have like this gift in music, and where's mine? I felt like dancing wasn't enough. Like, it has to be more than that. Everybody around here singing and rapping and shit and making beats. Well, what the fuck, where do I fit in? So since I couldn't really find myself singing and hitting them notes, I'm like, well, I'm gonna use them same words and I'm gonna start rapping.
Right.
So I feel like when I was like 11, I started like writing raps for like me and my friends. You know, like we was young. We used to try to come up with little cliques in school and shit. So I started making raps for everybody.
What was the names of the clique?
It was, I made it up. I was in 6th grade. It was FIG.
Hey.
It's standing for famous individual girls. I threw it up like this.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's when I wrote my first raps. I wrote like 3 verses or something like that. And it was basically for me to talk my shit and my friends to talk their shit. But I wrote it for them. So that was like the first time. That didn't really go too far, but
He was already writing for other people.
yeah, just fucking around, having fun.
Yeah, so did you put a project out at all?
No, not then. I was
So
just
you wasn't
playing.
recording and
No,
nothing?
I was just playing
You were
around.
just fucking around.
Yeah, nobody even
Yeah.
knew it. It's probably my parents probably didn't even know.
But
this
he
was just me
had
fucking
his
around.
he had his system already. He was recording.
I was recording as a little kid, but that ain't something I like really go off of. Like I don't think we still have
So
it, but I
when was
probably
it-
recorded my first song at the age of 6. I
That's what
remixed
I'm
my
putting
daddy
at.
track or something.
So that was the first time you recorded at the age of 6?
I Hate My Baby Mama was the song.
Lord have mercy.
And
Oh my God.
yeah, I hate
Was he
my
going through some
baby
shit now?
mama.
Obviously.
Hey,
I don't know if
hey,
you
Oh, hold on. That was his song.
yeah, so you must know what song I'm talking about. So it was him.
Remix
And some other people on there. So yeah, it was his song. But I ended up, as a kid, remixing that ever. That was my first song I ever touched on.
So what was the first song that you ever recorded yourself that you wrote?
Holding Me Back, and I think Motto Remix might have came
You
first.
remember what year that was?
Holding Me Back, 2009. That was my
2009?
first record I released.
So you've been gassing for a minute.
Yo.
Your hit song.
You look like you 12.
Fuck these niggas. That hit on in 2012 or 15. Fuck these niggas was my hit.
The beat.
Fuck these
Yeah,
niggas.
you look like you about 12.
Well,
No,
I'll take that.
Look young as a
They
motherfucker.
say black don't crack.
You don't look 12. You look 20 something like me.
But I'll take that too, as long as they ain't hitting
Well, you
on.
know, I'm gonna go back to whereas I got wind of you because I was doing a tour, and I was like, man, I need some fucking females on this tour because it wasn't nothing but niggas calling me, talking about, man, let me get on there, let me
Right.
get on there, and I said, okay. They told me about Alley Cocaine, they told me about you, and they told me about San Francisco Kayla, right? So then they started explaining, she from the 20s. So I said, well, she
That's
from where I'm
sis.
from. Then I could, you know what I'm saying? For some reason,
Right.
you know, you feel you can communicate better with a motherfucker that's where you
for
from.
you, yeah.
We know the same
It's a different type of
people.
love.
Yeah, we know the same people and everything.
Just to
though.
see
We
somebody
the
from
same
where we're
island.
from coming out of
We
Yeah, I
from,
know.
we
Where
from
we
the same
come
island.
from.
Yeah.
We cousins.
Right.
Hey, so, boom, I get in contact with you. You was with it. You know what I'm talking about? And I said, she dope, man. She dope. I even tried to do some management. And I did. You remember I asked you about that?
I remember.
but you was really, really adamant about really not having a manager. You know,
Still is.
no, but look, a lot of females that I try to manage.
I would love a manager though.
Yeah.
It just what comes with the management, and if it's like genuine, and you know that's really what it be
but a
for
lot
me.
of females, they be having their guards up.
I do.
Yeah, they be having their guards up. I'm talking about, I tried. I did some management for Allie. You know what I'm saying? But Allie is an independent soul, and just like all you guys are, you know what I'm saying? It's good to learn about the business and do it independent of anybody, because just like Kanye said, as an artist,
I don't really work like that though.
As an artist, it don't work like that. As an artist, you need a CEO.
Yeah.
As an artist, because you're a brand.
Yeah, it's more of a CEO. You don't need. They're saying that manager needs
you know what I'm saying? Now, then what you do need is artist development.
Right.
So that's why I put my efforts toward helping an individual understand the things that they need, the elements that they need in order to get their dough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They publishing, and all the shit though. You know what I mean? How do you do publishing? A lot of people don't know. Do you know how to do publishing?
Yeah, you mean like the BMI?
Yeah, you go. Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
But see,
All
people,
of them.
But
You
see,
gotta do
people,
all of them to
but
get
see,
paid and
but
get set
no, the
received.
thing is, you can go BMI, you can do publishing, and people say, okay, I signed up for my publishing.
You know, you have to go submit your actual record and
see, there we go. Let's educate them then.
Yeah,
Let's
you have to
educate
go
them.
up in there one by one.
You could just sign up on BMI.com. You actually have to submit
your record.
You have to
wait for approval.
Music.
You have to wait for approval.
And then your music has the legs, so they'll be able to track whatever goes on with your music, though. You know what I mean? That's your publishing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's being able to conduct interviews, to sit and talk and get across what you need to get across, because it's an interview promoting your brand.
Right.
You feel what I mean? So you want to give them as much as they need to get to know you and what you're doing, and to get more interested in, you know, going to see what I'm doing. So it's interested enough that you'll purchase it.
Right.
Let's talk about your brand,
what I'm saying?
and how people know you, right? So sometimes it comes across in a negative light, you know, with conflict and beef. But most of the times it comes across in you and your music. And like for me, I might be considered or whatever, you know. But you have a nostalgic perspective in your music. You use samples that actually resonate in my soul. So how did those come about? When you was creating music, like, do the producer create the music? Do they do it on their own and you like, that's my beat? Or do you tell them, I want to sample Aaliyah 1 in a Million? I want to sample Monica.
It's literally all me. I do everything on my own. So I'll reach out. No.
Oh,
I come up with all my own ideas for the most part. Sometimes I may brainstorm. I'll post on Instagram. I'll hit up a few cousins or something like, what's a song y'all want me to remake? You know, something like that. But
it's not from your own music inspiration?
No, it's 50-50. So I like to see what the people want from me, and then I go with what I want as well. I do a mix of it. So 1 in a Million came about on my own. I actually tried to originally drop it as just a regular 16.
First of all, you should have been on the old school. Like
it was originally on the old school.
I don't know where to tape it.
If you know Aaliyah, then you know anybody can't just sing on her beats.
They can't.
Can't rap on her beats.
And
so
when you said sing, I like that you said it.
Thank you. So I tried to upload it on YouTube originally, and it flagged me. So I literally had to push back the record and remake it from scratch and call it CT Beats. Shout out to CT Beats. Anytime I need something from scratch, he my go-to. I got a few other producers, but that's who made that record.
So how many records has he made for you?
A good...
He seems like your go-to. Like, I feel like it's a few
Here,
songs.
he's one of my go-tos here. Shout out to Clayton Williams from Empire. He's one of my go-tos as well.
Did you just, you signed to Empire now, right?
Yeah, I have distro with him.
Yeah,
so
okay.
We've been
so that
working
just
on
happened within 2022 or 20,
It happened in 2021 June, I believe.
Yeah.
Around there.
And so I felt like that changed your perspective on music. You was also having problems with Sada Baby with the music. Y'all created a song, y'all did a video. You was having... So, as I was saying, when I was going and when I was digging into the shit, I'm sorry, I'm T-Baby.
You okay?
Crazy as fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
It was a lot of shit that happened. But you was live on social media.
Right.
And I don't got no NDA. So what I'm going to do is play. And so with that, you said that there were people who were actually hindering your ability to promote a song that you had with a known artist.
Yeah.
Talk about it with me.
So, number one, I'm going to start off with giving advice to anybody who's doing music upcoming. Even if you're not upcoming and you don't know, because it's a lot of people who's not upcoming and they don't know, including myself. I want to say I found out, at that time, no, I knew. But I found out from Kafani. Kafani reached out to me and gave me the game. So I want to say I shot with Sada Baby over a year ago, so 2 years now. I've been knowing how it's supposed to go.
And you spent 2021 trying to get the video
exactly.
out. And why the fuck these people was playing?
So I did the song with him, and I had a conversation with him about clearance and stuff like that, and doing the actual, paperwork. And they were like, don't worry about it. We'll make sure it's straight. So I didn't feel like I needed to just pull out the paperwork right then and there because they said, don't worry about it. It'll be straight. And that's dumb. I'm letting y'all know that's dumb. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Jesus. Don't take nobody's word, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, you take his word, so let me watch what I say. But make sure you guys are cross your eyes and T's up.
Yeah. Cross your eyes, dot your T's. But when you pull up, bring the paperwork.
Make sure you do that.
With me. I'm just saying.
Bring your paperwork and make sure you get your paperwork situated as you're giving that money. So it should be at the same time you're giving up that money, that contract should be signed at the same time. So I didn't do that, and so when I was ready to drop the record, I want to say about 6 months later, because I think we shot the video in November of 2020. Yeah. 2020.
And then 2021.
21 April, I was trying to drop it on my birthday. And so at the time, I wasn't with Empire, I was with TuneCore, and so they flagged it, and they let me know that I would need, basically Sada to approve it. And what that meant was even sending a message, as simple as sending me a message from his verified Instagram or Twitter saying, yeah, I give her permission to drop the song, whatever. They never did that. They said at the time, it was a conflict, because he was getting ready to drop an album, which I understand, when you with a label and stuff like that.
But at the time, you actually went real deep. You posted text messages of y'all conversating.
Yeah. That was recently, though. I waited a whole year until I took it to the internet. And so basically in April of 2021, when I was dropping the record, he let me know that the album was coming. And so he told me, like, it's going to kind of conflict with his album, and so we're going to have to, like, push that back. And I kind of just was like, well, y'all knew that I invested all this money with y'all. I kind of wish y'all would have told me that. Like, don't hold on to the record too long, drop it, or you're going to have to hold on. So I waited still.
Do you get money for your delay?
Yeah, listen.
I'm working on it.
Let me say this. This is what labels do.
Right.
This is why a lot of artists get on labels and they get their music shelved.
Right.
Because there's always a reason why it's not time to drop it.
Wale is a really good example.
You're being a victim of that right now, because at the end of the day, because we keep it 100, it was your fault.
I feel like it wasn't, and I'm gonna say that because 2 other people from the same area I'm from dropped their records the same day as
what I'm saying to not to be in conflict or what you said is to teach other people that come, and you said it yourself.
Paperwork is my fault.
Come with your shit.
But them not releasing it.
No, that's bullshit.
Exactly.
That's a really to just really drop it all in one basket. That's some fuck shit.
Yeah.
Well, really,
that's some
really
fuck shit.
Into what you posted.
Hold on.
You had 2 weeks to post.
Hold on, one second.
Never heard of that.
1 second. Let me say this. For an independent artist, a young lady,
a single mother,
just like this here, I don't like sending my wife to the mechanic, because the mechanic is going to do what he feel he could do to a woman.
Right.
She knows nothing about the dynamics of the car.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and that's basically how I feel that they doing you, though.
That's how men do women a lot in a lot of businesses.
Yeah, predatory. So I'm gonna make it my job. You know what I'm saying? To holler at these cats personally and respectfully to get this taken care of, though. You know what I mean? Because I don't like it. I don't like people doing that to anybody, and especially a young lady who's independent and struggling, and $10,000 is a lot of money when you raising a child and you doing your thing, and trying to fund your career. You know what I mean? And those are the things that pisses me off, though. You know what I mean? And at the same time, look at it as a lesson.
Right.
Look at it as a lesson. Don't let it get you all upheavaled and fucked up and shit like that, though. You know what I'm saying? Understand that from now on, how you do business. And we was talking to Nate. Same thing with Nate, the singer. She went through her career not taking the paperwork.
Right.
She got hit songs that she ain't never got paid for.
Because she didn't make sure her paperwork.
Because she didn't make sure her paperwork.
Paperwork, y'all hear that? Paperwork with anything you do, paperwork.
If you don't do it.
It could be a napkin.
Check this out.
Paperwork.
If you don't do it,
then
you have to do. Eventually, you're gonna suffer from it.
Right.
Especially in this business.
Right.
It's a real cutthroat business.
It is.
The business is cutthroat.
If you
so,
succeed.
like I said, my word.
Right.
I know these cats. I'm gonna get at them, and we're gonna get this shit straightened out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's it, and that's all. But I can say that you are doing a wonderful job. Your work ethic is amazing. You're gorgeous to boot. You got the look. You got the whole. You got everything that you need to succeed. You just have to keep on going. You have to keep on going. Your people. You got some people that's not as talented as you are, but their work ethic is amazing, and you see them all over the motherfucking place.
Push they ugly ass all over the place. Why he didn't want to say it, they push they no eyebrows have it. Oh, nah, eyelash and asshole don't know how. Look, first of all, that's last year's rainbow, bitch. The fuck? Eastmont don't sell that shit no more.
You just keep on pushing, and you got some quality music. You got quality music. I'm listening to your shit today. My brother, who's 53 years old, said, man, who is that? You know, when you got a 53-year-old motherfucker talking about who is that, then you saying something. You're just not the regular, rah-rah, you know what I'm talking about, that we get from all these other rappers.
It ain't no surgeon who touched you. Let's talk about that part. You ain't no Instagram.
What's that about?
You all natural.
I put my fingers down because I'm not against the surgeries, but
you had a baby and you brought it back.
I'm against it for myself. Shout out to women who like it because I do believe some women may not be happy with the way they look and stuff, and so some of them do the cosmetic surgeries to fix certain things they don't like about themselves.
Right.
I love everything about myself, so.
You should.
Straight up.
I like to be natural.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
Say it again.
How old is your baby?
My baby's 2.
3. Oh, you about to be 3 though.
Yeah.
I remember when you was
Who's your friend,
pregnant.
cousin?
I remember when you was pregnant. I was actually.
Oh, when you came to pick up.
We met you
you came to pick up
at the mechanics
No, not
studio.
that time. Not
no,
that time.
About, look, when I met her the first time.
Yeah, but we wasn't talking about that.
Go ahead, continue. I'll come back later after that.
It was eyes.
Hey, you guys.
Told him.
She's been drinking.
But do you got bitches though?
But listen. Hey, listen. So, I was managing Diogenes.
Right.
At the time. I didn't know y'all was close.
Right.
You guys cool now?
Cousins.
That's your cousin. She's super fucking talented too.
She is.
She's super fucking talented. And so I'm gonna tell you this though. Just a lesson. She would not sign managerial paperwork,
right?
And I quit fucking with her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, she know what happened. No,
right.
I told her that's your cousin. She'll explain. She would not sign the paperwork, and I was doing a lot.
Right.
But was she smart or stupid?
She ain't stupid.
No, she's dedicated to her.
No,
own
she ain't
agenda.
stupid. Look, check this out.
She is.
Yeah, most definitely. She had she had the choice to do it or not, and I wasn't forcing her. But what I was showing her was what I can do for her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what I did, I didn't even do it and get upset. I handed her to somebody else who, you know what I'm saying, took her to Atlanta and help her meet a whole bunch of people out there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and to my understanding, she still hasn't signed any paperwork or management that I know of.
But does she make money and is her music moving?
Well, I'm talking about, her father.
She have a following?
Yeah, she got to follow. That's Diogenes.
Did she hold up, talk on me, and be like, this is, and TikTok?
Yeah, that's Diogenes. But that's just a lesson, you know what I'm saying, that I do the same thing. So we passed that, we on to that. What do you see Kayla got coming?
Oh, shit. I got a lot of shit that people need to tune into. Like, they got to wait for. I can't even tell them. I got a lot of features coming this summer.
What you got out right now to where they can go check you out?
I just dropped, I've been dropping a single every month since December of last year.
You got that game from Too Short, huh?
Of this year.
I just felt like I needed to. I feel like I need to.
It's February.
I took it down.
Year.
I took it down.
And let's talk about your page because I had no.
But it's still
She
on
been
there.
stalking you.
Right.
She been,
Thank you.
She
It's
comes
still
on
on there though, y'all. It's on YouTube, so it might not be on my Instagram. On Instagram, you only see January and up.
You send what?
I was rebranding. So the song that I did drop in December, it was a lot of pain to it. So I really didn't want to bring it into my new year. So that's why you don't see that on my page. But that's one of my biggest songs right now too.
What I want to
It's
say
called
for you
Anxiety.
is that
oh no, I called you about that song.
Yeah, it's one of my biggest records.
Yeah,
As a
I was like,
person,
that's a
right?
dope fucking song.
when your name is Googled, right? There's no depiction of your life. I don't get your family. I don't get your story. I get links to whatever the fuck, Facebook, Instagram. You have to fix that. Because the first thing people want to know about you, who the fuck you are. This is what we're about to depict right now. The point is when I Googled you to do this interview, because I wanted to go back in your history of what is life for you, you know? There's no biopic,
Right.
so fix it.
Okay.
I need you to let your fans know that they can Google you.
Okay.
And they can know where you came from, what you did, what you bought, what you like, what you
Yeah, that is
what do you
important.
eat.
Well,
Is it-
so another thing, what's wrong with that is I changed my name a lot of times, and so that has a lot to do with why you're not getting what you're looking
know
for.
what comes up for
I went
every
from
artist?
Lil Kayla.
Wikipedia.
I went from Lil Kayla to UC Lil Kayla to UC Kayla.
Well, let's talk about that right quick. Lil Kayla is, so San Francisco, her name is Lil Kayla. You were Lil Kayla.
They was at the
And
same
there was
time.
a,
No, it wasn't at the same time.
no, so you had,
I didn't
just
say
give
who was
us- give
first.
us
I
your-
didn't say who was first.
Give us
Just
your
notice I
story
said.
though.
I know.
Give, give us your story so we can have an understanding from your perspective of what happened.
Well, I've been using the name Lil Kayla since I was like really young. I think me and the little Kayla from San Francisco, we probably have about a 5-year gap or something like that.
Y'all
Yeah.
also got a 1 year of being the same person. And why I
We
said
gotta, yeah, I know what you
Being the
mean.
same person.
I know what you mean. So we
Yeah.
have a 5-year gap or something like that. So like I said, when you guys were asking me earlier, when I dropped those records, I dropped Holding Me Back under the name Lil Kayla. That was like 2009. Same with the Motto remix. And so she came out a few years after. I didn't really like it. We went back and forth about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At that point, I just felt like I wasn't little no more. I had a big fight about it. For a long time, I wanted to keep going with it, right? Then I actually already was using like UC too, like as an Instagram name because my Instagram had got deleted. It used to be I Am Lil Kayla originally. Someone got my original page deleted and then I came back under UC Lil Kayla. But that was never my name. I was just calling myself an underground celebrity and her name is Lil Kayla. So you know how people are. They start calling people by their Instagram names. And so basically like a little something ended up coming up. We had like a little beef or something. But I just not really a negative person. So it was really draining for me, honestly, I could admit. And after so long, I just, I came from that. It's my name. Like, nobody can ever take that from me. Like, I know what it is. It's in the history. Like, you can't take that away from me. So I just felt like I was bigger than that. And I personally like the UC Kayla better than Lil Kayla. I feel like nothing was small about me. So I just feel like I wanted to rebrand. And I feel like if I could make a big name from Lil Kayla, I could do it again. Being UC Kayla, so I just washed my hands with it.
The disc record
That's
you
dope.
did introduce was
That's
called
real
Lil
mature
Mito.
though.
I just
Yeah.
And that was real mature though.
Yeah.
That was real
it
mature.
was, no, but
And sometime there somebody have to take the higher road.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing.
Right.
Though.
She took the high road on Sanaa G.
Yeah, I really did.
Check
Who's
this
paying
out.
attention?
Ooh.
Now we
Why
see
she bring that up?
what?
You
I
ain't hear
said
her?
she took the high road on Sanaa G on 106 KMEL when she was on a podcast for the late night Sanaa G when she came when Lil Kayla was there and they called her.
Then she know all the
And
she got the whole background. That was
first
so
of all,
messy
you're
and
not
so
about to bring me on
disrespectful.
an interview and try to ask motherfucker questions. I'm a hip hop. I love music. Okay, look, what I did do was follow you. And then when I was doing it, Sanaa G asked her a lot of questions at the end of the conversation. She said, "What I really want y'all to do is I just want y'all to be peaceful, women together."
Right.
In the future of music. She said, now, I don't see y'all today
Right.
coming together. And it wasn't necessarily you.
Right.
It wasn't necessarily her. Because what you did say was you put my address in the song.
Right.
She said, ain't nobody knocked on my granny door. She said, I knocked on your granny door. That means everybody wants to die. When I heard it. I don't know if, was I alone? Everybody wanted to die. Who was in Sanaa was dead. Like, bitch, was you there? Like, first of all, let me sip the cup again. No, the point of the matter is when you said it, when you said it and you was on the phone and you stopped whatever the fuck you was doing in your life because 106 KMEL called you. They didn't even tell you it was on some bullshit.
No, they did not. So
she said,
they did not.
I heard him on the, he said, hello, this Kayla? She said, yeah. He said, hold on.
Yeah,
Sana came
I
on the
didn't
phone,
know.
well, I got Lil Kayla here from San Francisco. She said,
Got your shit together.
Real quick.
you can hear it.
Real quick. But what I will say is it's not really a beef for me on my side with the other Lil Kayla. It never really been, but about anything I stand on, anything I stand for, I will push a line behind it. But we are cordial. She did call me to the studio.
Verses.
Yeah, we did a verses, but she called me to the studio, I want to say a month ago or so. And
Was she gonna
I
do
did a
the
record
song
with
that
her.
time?
I don't know.
Sorry.
We did one. I don't know if she's going to drop it, but we did do a record together.
That's dope.
So
That's progress.
growth. Yeah.
That's progress.
Because that's what started
and like
the
I say,
first place, right?
And I say,
Right,
C-Tech.
yeah.
When she went to, they was at the studio in Sunnydale, in my city, in the city. They all writing, and she said, I don't want to do it.
She didn't really say that, but
she just left.
the record just didn't get done. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it was like weird. Like
C-Tech.
I came to see you. And
Hey, remember
that?
this, C-Tech,
We passed all that stuff.
conversation to avoid confrontation. It's always good to have that conversation. It's the mature thing to do, you know what I mean? And like I just said today on my live, I say,
Right.
my whole thing out here in this Bay Area, in this Northern California, is to start advocating love and respect and supporting each other.
Amongst
in
the
things
melanated people.
Yeah, most definitely. Amongst whoever.
Right,
You know
but
what I'm
us
saying?
for sure first.
Us for sure first.
We need it.
Most definitely, we have to start,
Loving
you know.
ourselves.
We gotta show. We have to make them an example because if nobody do it, it's not gonna be done. And a lot of people think a lot of people. Yeah, we are, and a lot of people think it cannot be done. You tell somebody something, they think it can't be done unless it's some money on the line.
But even if
and
you
I
tell somebody
totally think
something
I
that's
disagree with that. It's all about who you are, because I know it's about the weight you hold. It don't have nothing to do with no money at the end of the day. If a person who they care and respect for in a section, they gonna stop and they gonna listen. You could be the hoodest nigga. If you tell them good room gremlins, sit down.
Yeah.
They gonna listen
Most
to you.
definitely.
But nobody telling them sit down.
But they looking for that direction.
Yeah.
They looking for that
Sit
direction.
down ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
So you know,
OG guy.
Sit down ass motherfucker. Sit down, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
they looking for that direction. So you know what I mean. Listen here, man. We gon' I want to ask you about this, the verses.
It was good.
The verses. How did you feel about that?
I was having so much fucking fun. I didn't take it serious at all.
You was lit too, baby.
Yeah, I was. I didn't have anything but some champagne, but I guess people, you know, from what I had fun, but getting feedback and stuff, people wanted me to like take it more serious, like I was being in a competition or something, and I'm not in a competition with no one, so I showed up to have fun, and that's what I did, and that's what it showed.
What you did.
Yeah, most definitely.
It was fun for me.
That's what it was about. That's.
It was fun.
People take.
The pandemic was going for so long, and nobody been outside.
Come on now.
Yeah. What I do want to say, because I feel like I left a lot of stuff out while we were working, I do have I'm going to name my singles, because I do have a lot of songs I drop a lot, so singles? I'm just going to name a few since January or December. No, it's 1 a month, so maybe 6. But I got Anxiety from December. That's produced by Space on the Beat, so shout out to him. I also have January, I believe I dropped Can't Trust. That's produced by CT Beats. I also dropped another song called That One. That's produced by CT Beats. I did Close Friends. I don't really remember who that's produced by. I tried to figure it out, but shout out to LaRon, Eventbrite. He alley-ooped the beat. So that's where the concept from Close Friends came from. And then I just dropped 1 in a Million, and I also dropped One Thing featuring RMC Mike from Flint. So that's my lineup, and I got so many features with, you know, Capolo, fucking Cash Kid, you know, y'all just gotta tune in. Well, I don't really like to speak of Sada Baby because I really don't. I just took the song down. I really don't plan to ever put it out. They can't find it.
No,
I took it down.
No, it is.
Somebody else must have posted it.
No, let me tell you, because it was on my mind. And so look, what she did was she got the right person. And then I said, she started scrolling, and I said, oh, that's the one. About to bring it up, bitch. Right. Give me 15, 25, 30, 40.
Well, I tried to take it down, you know. I really don't want to, like, deal with it. I just, you know, I don't.
Look, what I want you to know is you're getting views, and if you ain't getting paid,
what about Just Bang? You want to do something with him?
Close Friends was from Just Bang. You got a Close Friends song.
No.
No, it's not Just Bang.
You don't like Just Bang?
A song called...
I have a... Okay, so this is like a, you know what? So my hood, I honestly feel like when I had the rap beef with her, my hood turned their backs on me. Like everybody I grew up with and I went to school with, they literally, I want to say it was one, rest in peace to him, his name's Eli.
You say grew up, how old were you
rest in peace, Kendu, he was the other one. They both passed away, but they were the only two people from my hood that was in my age bracket that was like standing on what I stood on and was checking niggas about me.
How old were you when you felt like the hood turned on you?
20, when was the rap beef? Fuck, 22.
Yeah. When was the rap, when was the rap beef?
Whenever the rap beef was.
Okay.
Whenever that was.
Whenever that was, you know, so
I
I just really, as much as I would want to, because I always wanted to, I feel like I was like the queen of the dubs or the princess of the dubs coming up, so I always wanted to just put on for the dubs, and so I used to reach out to people who I felt like had talent or whatever. I was rapping before niggas knew they was rappers, you know what I'm saying? I've been rapping since a little girl, so me reaching out and basically not getting them to reach back out was pretty crazy, and so when the rap beef happened, it was just like they turned their backs on me. He was one of the people who turned their backs on me, so he actually reaches out to me a lot and he wants to like, you know, drop squash it. I just cannot.
You're not ready.
Because I knew him since elementary school.
You're not ready yet.
I mean,
is it a yet,
when I see him, I can hug him. You know, what's up? You know, I can say what's up. I prefer not to though because I feel like it's not genuine. But I can say what's up to him. I could tell him your song go crazy, but I still don't like you because I told him that to his face before. This motherfucking song slaps so hard, nigga. I like you. So
keep it 100.
Truth is truth.
Yeah, it's like it's just fucked up. You know?
Fuck with you.
That's all good. Let's keep it at 100.
Yeah.
So who do you look forward to doing a feature with?
Someone in the mainstream.
Yeah, like who?
Can we resurrect people? Is this resurrection time? Music history.
Oh, you can answer that question. No, if you would resurrect somebody.
Resurrect somebody from the dead. It was a good.
Aaliyah.
Yeah, but you already did a song with her. Ooh, because I won this whole. Say it again. Someone who you haven't done a song with, sample or
well,
no.
Nicki Minaj. She's the one. She's the one who made. She gotta be dead. Well, let me just give Nicki her credit real quick. Nicki Minaj is, she's the one who made me feel like I could do it. So I want to say I was in middle school, 9th grade.
How did she make you feel like you could do it?
Well, she just came out rapping. She was like the only female rapper rapping at the time. And I
and
felt like if she could fuck, she was dope as dog shit. And I feel like if she could fucking do it, I could do it too. So that's who I already wanted to be. But when she came out,
should be pop.
That's now. She came out with real fucking rap. No, she wasn't. I know the music. I'll bring it up for you.
We can talk about it.
We can, because I was a Nicki fan before I was anything. You know, I'm not so much of a Barbie fan now, but the old Nicki.
Yeah.
You can't play me about no old Nicki. I was in the mirror about that old
With
Nicki.
the Gucci when they lived in Atlanta, and I got you.
Yeah.
Before the booty.
Yeah.
Before the booty.
Yeah.
The Barbie.
Yeah.
Booty and the Barbie. It
Right
wasn't
before the Barbie.
So we don't need Arby's.
Well, that's dope. That's
someone
dope.
deceased that I would work with.
Like, do you do R&B, like real, like coming out of disco to, you know, like real music, like as a Marvin Gaye?
Cause
like
it's not no.
Do you
not
need
a lot
Baker?
of dead.
Do you
There's
like?
not a lot of dead. Hold on. There's not a lot of dead female rap artists.
No, there's
So-
No. You see me
that's
over here?
not, I didn't ask for female.
You see my head down? I don't know if you're like,
I didn't ask for female, brother.
so female or male?
I didn't ask for female. I asked for
Deceased?
Oh, any artist disease?
resurrection.
They want to know her answer.
Biggie Small.
Ray Charles.
Probably Biggie Small.
Biggie?
I like the bitch to suck my dick. He's just so gutted to me. And
He's just so gutted.
She got 2 thumbs
Brooklyn,
up.
baby.
Yeah.
Answer was 2 thumbs up.
Can we call a break?
Yeah.
We ain't pausing this shit.
No, we finna get up out of here. Sister Sledge, she own one. She's gorgeous though, and she's
Don't do
her
me like that on the
energy.
camera. I'll fight your ass.
We ain't gotta fight. Come on,
Hit
I'm
her
hugging.
again. No,
I'm
I
hugging.
don't like it. Don't do me like that.
I'm hugging you. I'm
I
hugging
ain't like
you.
it. It was totally disrespectful before you started touching
It's
me.
empty, y'all. This was
I
hers.
drank it. Because I drank it.
Other co-host.
Me, my brother, Don Holy out.
But listen, man, we've been having fun all day, man. And I enjoyed it like a motherfucker just watching her. She's a ball of energy, and I love her. and you keep on this shit up.
We're actually talking about you because you're fucking amazing and we're here for you. You want to know what we did do was wait hella hours for you. We barbecued chicken, we had motherfucking links. And what we really do, we made macaroni and cheese. I brought motherfucking potato salad. I brought macaroni salad because you was coming. I was like, I don't know if she like it on the side.
Well, that's cool because I don't eat meat. So I don't eat chicken and
on the first, I ain't gonna eat meat no more too. We got something in common.
Yeah, I'm trying to stop eating.
When I call you at 3 a.m. and I'm like, bitch, I want a burger. I need you to like answer the phone.
Eat a salad, eat a salad.
Hey, listen,
no,
listen,
I need you to just
listen.
answer the phone. Because bitch, I'm going to quarter pound.
Hey. Shh.
He says it all the time.
Listen, we gonna sign out. On that note, we had a grand motherfucking time. We appreciate you coming to grace the podcast with your presence, and make sure that you guys tap in to what she got going. What's your Instagram?
Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at UC_KAYLA. UC_Kayla.
And UC means what?
Underground celebrity. And in a minute, y'all gonna see me.
But
and hold on,
you see her too.
See
with your eyeballs.
That part.
Were you there?
Hey, thanks to my production team who was dedicated and came down and stayed all night. And
right,
all
thank you guys. I'm so sorry.
All the people who assisted.
We ain't never sorry for the babies.
In this podcast. We was wild tonight, but guess what though? We gonna keep on rocking and rolling, and this is what we do. We keep this shit 100. Believe it.
What we do now, rocking and rolling, not just tonight, but every night. It's a whole motherfucking movement. We're all together. Hey, brother. I love you, Mo. It's time to go. T-Baby.
Bye, y'all.
Yes.